Hello, all. This is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about Reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about writing clubs for PhD students and faculty. So if you don't know me, I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and I created this whole Reciprocity Project to give back as much as I possibly can. There were so many people that helped me out to get through graduate school that I decided to pay the favor forward and help you out as much as I possibly can. So I wanted to talk to you about building this sort of writing club or this online accountability group that I am trying to build out, the whole Reciprocity Project. And the reason that I'm building this out, it's really simple. I'm trying to scratch my own itch with the whole Reciprocity Project. So back when I was in graduate school, I was trained as an engineer in my undergrad. So writing wasn't necessarily the thing that I was good at. And I never really excelled in writing when I was in high school. In fact, my grade 10 high school teacher probably wanted to fail me. I was really close to not doing all that well in that class, and I just squeaked by. I don't know why she didn't fail me, and it's not something that I necessarily enjoy doing. So I have since found out that I have ADHD, so I struggle with the sort of attention part of it, which means every time that I write something, I have to look at the same line over and over and over again, and I can't sort of process a line or several lines in my head like a lot of other people can do. So it's easy to get kind of jumbled up, and I forget what I've been doing in the last 20 seconds and, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a real struggle for me, and I've been dealing with all of this kind of stuff. So being a professor of innovation and, being somebody that's actually trained in engineering as well as, innovation, I wanted to actually create something that I thought could solve this particular issue and help other people out at the same time. And I also know with, doing your PhD, doing your doctorate, doing any particular project like this that takes, years, not just a couple of months, that you tend to sort of lose focus in what you're trying to do. And when I was in graduate school, one of my advisors suggested that I should go see a writing center or go talk to the writing center. And you know what, being kind of, I'm more of an arrogant person, I guess, at that moment. I probably still wouldn't do it at this moment. But at that time, I didn't go see a writing center. I just thought, so in my head, I was trying to prioritize writing of the research to get my stuff done, right? So I'm really, really goal focused. That's my personality, is I'm just like blazing saddles at keeping going on one particular thing. And I just didn't want to stop and sort of learn the process of how to write better. And so it was a long journey in terms of me trying to learn how to write a little bit better. I've learned a lot over the course of the last, 15 years or so, but I could still use the improvement and use suggestions from other people. So that's why I decided to build a sort of feedback mechanism, which is the whole Reciprocity Project, where it is supposed to be kind of like a writing accountability group. But then if other people want to join it, for example, my mom always used to help me out with my writing. When I was back in high school, she would go through and edit and give me feedback and stuff like that. But I know, especially me, like once I went to university, it was a long way, to I lived in a rural northern Ontario town, and then I had to move away, and it was just me. So I had to figure out how to deal with this kind of stuff, and I didn't have that feedback mechanism. But I wanted to make sure that if there was people around the world that wanted to do that kind of stuff and wanted to help out other people, that anybody can sort of freely join and they can start getting credits for that. So that's what the whole Reciprocity Project is if you join and you help out other people, you can get credits for that work. But then if you want to sort of turn this into a full-time position, hopefully if enough people that are on it and using it, that they can use it as a full-time position and actually earn a little bit of money off of it, just like other sharing economy applications that are out there, the car sharing. I'm really interested in that kind of stuff, as well as, room sharing and things like that. So there is a whole domain about this. And I wanted to actually help out sort of PhDs. They're struggling with the work and struggling to get this stuff done. in that they need feedback on a regular basis. So I've been building this out, building the whole Reciprocity Project out to help out, PhDs around the world and dealing with and answering some of the questions that they have and some of the things that I've learned. And that's what is the whole giving back part of it, is to get other people to help out. So if you go onto the YouTube channel and check at like I think it's a community comments or something like that, I've been adding comments. What I want to actually do is build kind of an Excel spreadsheet where people will go and we'll have kind of a contest. And this is just at the beginning, trying to get some people to actually participate on that. So at this moment, so it's 2019, June 2019, I'm going to get at least 30 people on there before we continue to build this out, or before I actually do that. And the reason why, I want it to actually be fun for people that are on there, and actually be a contest where people can sort of compete against other people around the world and sort of have, something like, so I'm using this Fitbit thing, right? Like I just got this for Father's Day, and it was a wonderful gift. It's kind of fun because I can compete against other people, my family and friends and stuff, in terms of walking. And that's kind of the same idea that I want with the Reciprocity Project, where you can compete against other people and, just get motivated to write on a regular basis and start off small and build as you go, and then get feedback as you go. For a lot of different reasons, because I wanted to sort of improve the community feel of writing. So when I'm writing, it's really kind of boring and I don't feel all that good. And I know that other people probably feel the same sort of way because I'm stuck in a room. But if we can build a community around this and sort of cheer everybody on, just like on sort of silly thing where we can keep motivated and it's going to keep us moving forward, right? And then the other thing, what's going to happen, or I want to do, is build in accountability metrics and measures into the platform. So, for example, if you're not going on to the platform on a regular basis, it'll send you an email or send you something to sort of encourage you to go back onto it, so that you won't keep reading and writing. Because that's a big thing with doing a PhD or doing anything like this, right? You just have to keep writing and keep going at it, and that's a really important thing, to keep progress, and to just keep moving forward with whatever you're building, and just to encourage other people. There's a lot of people that don't have support, right? That need this encouragement. So I wanted to build into that. And, eventually maybe other people would start using it. But right now I'm focusing on PhDs and doctorates and stuff, because that's what I know. And it's easier for me to sort of target that kind of stuff. And then, I also wanted to make it kind of silly and fun and not feel like work. So that's the problem with the stuff that we do. And I've learned that over the last few years, is that when it feels like work, it is work. But if it's silly and fun and goofy, then it doesn't feel so bad, right? So I want to build in some sort of humorous aspects into it. And, if there's suggestions, let me know. I'm always looking for goofy, silly people to participate in any sort of thing. And then if we could do this and make our work as scientists and academics and PhDs and stuff like that, as faculty, if we can make it feel silly and fun, and we get people to sort of keep moving with the thing that we're working at, that's hopefully going to help out science, right? So that encourages people to push out more ideas and work towards other ideas, rather than just having it as this kind of like Ironman, very, you got to do it and push through this kind of stuff and wrestle through all of this kind of stuff, because I did that in the past. I don't want that to happen, right? I want it to be fun and enjoyable, and make the process of doing research fun, like silly and goofy, and that you actually want to do that stuff every single day, rather than just kind of copping out. Because I know there's lots of people that want to do that, but there is no mechanism to do that. So that's the whole Reciprocity Project. And if you keep going on it and helping me out, I'm going to keep investing in it. And that's really important, right? That you keep going on it. You sort of hold up that end of the bargain, where if you keep working at it and keep pushing it out and letting know the sort of things that you want to go on it, then we could keep pushing this thing out and building it, and getting more development done on it, because it is a journey. It's really tough for me, but if I know that there's other people that are using it and participating, sending work up there, then it's going to help out a lot more people, right? It's not just going to be me pushing this out. It's going to be a community effort where we're pushing this out. That's all I wanted to say, is that we really do need something like this, we really need some sort of accountability group where we are accountable to other people, but it's not like, you have to do this thing, that's actually a fun, enjoyable thing. So however, there's mechanisms that I can think about, being a business professor, I'm going to think about these kind of things in terms of maybe financial mechanisms or whatever it is that we can design into this thing to help out other people, make it silly, make it fun. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep pushing that out as long as there's other people that want to participate. So if you want to participate and if you want to help out, do go on to the comments either below and say, heck yeah, I want to do this. I want to help out. Please put that down there, and as well as go into the community comments on the YouTube page and either put one of these check marks on the post, or say you want to participate in the Excel spreadsheet, or not Excel, Google Docs spreadsheet. Please do that. I really would appreciate that, and I think it would be a lot of fun if we can work through this and keep pushing at this. So go check it out, leave comments below, and then we'll get started on it. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Appreciate you listening all the way to the end. All right, bye.